All right, so it's this is the car's 4 year anniversary. It's been officially 4 years since I built this thing, and it's definitely showing its age. Every single, it looks nice from afar, but when you get up close to it, a lot of the paint is chipping off, and patches of like the wrong color white are on the car too. Especially like the rear end. It's just like really messed up. Is I keep getting rear-ended whenever I'm drifting this thing. It's like driving a Civic or driving a Honda Civic with those not Walmart, but the McDonald's tray on the rear wheels, and you just hold the e-brake the whole time. It feels like driving drifting a front wheel drive, because that's what it is. The motor is literally on the front, and there's these caster wheels that are supposed to simulate drifting, and yeah, it's really hard to navigate sometimes, because I have to turn in a tight spot, and the thing would sometimes refuse to turn. Okay, yeah. Is it fun to drive? Yeah, I just wish I had the motivation to drive it to a con again. So yeah, that's really kind of what it is now. I guess I'll talk about stuff about this car because, I don't know how these anniversary videos go. I'm just doing it because I thought it would be funny. And now I don't even have a script to write this with. Also, this car, I designed it specifically for like car meets and anime cons. And well, it's at a size where it's like acceptable sometimes and not acceptable sometimes. Because there'll be some days where like I email an anime con asking if this is okay to go. Because I don't usually go without asking. It's like I don't want to like buy tickets and then get told I'm not allowed to cosplay this because it's too big, or it's a hoverboard, you can't bring it in. It's a hoverboard. It only goes 5 miles an hour, and then with me sitting on it and like all this extra weight, it's probably gonna go like at best 3 or 2. But yeah, it's the front is like, oh whatever. The front is 2 feet wide. Actually, I might need to measure that just to make sure, but I know for sure the length is 4.5 feet. 4.5 is the length, and I want to say like the front. It's like close to 2 feet. I would say like 1.7, 1.8, depending on the hoverboard you have. I have like a Rover brand hoverboard. I don't even know what brand or model it is. I just know I have it. And the seat right there and all that. It's like it's basically a go-kart, makeshift go-kart. Oh, while I'm at it, talking about this car and its like history, I guess I'll talk about the forgotten projects I planned on doing for these types of cardboard cars. I made 2 so far, RX-7FD and the 86, both from Initial D. Yeah, they take up quite a bit of space. They look small, but they take up quite a bit of space in this garage. It's a small garage. And I have 3 forgotten projects that I've had to cancel because I don't really have much space, because I share this garage with my dad, my mom, and my uncle. And yeah, there's been 2 concepts. 2 of them I've lost because I misplaced the drawing, and I think someone might have thrown it away by accident. So the first one was, Ryosuke's RX-7FC. That one, it was basically gonna be similar to the 86. They're all based like the 86. Front wheel drive hoverboard, caster wheels in the back, and I wanted to make it look better than the 86, but I was told I don't have enough space, and I can see that now. Idiotic me when I was in 8th grade probably would have said there's some space. So yeah. And then the second project is a K truck. This is like when I first found out what K trucks are, and I'm like, damn, I can make one that's that's like a drift truck, like the 86. Same layout as the frame and the chassis, but you know, it had the had a practicality to it with like a bed, so I could like take stuff. Also, there was this one thought I wanted to do where I used it and I took it to drive somewhere and go fishing. That never happened because no space, and also because this is when I was trying to save as much money as I can. Because I have a round one problem where I spent $200 on claw machines at round one. Yeah, I did not want to spend another dollar on anything. Because I think I had a gambling addiction. And then there's the S30Z from Wangan Midnight, or the 240Z. That one was, I wanted to put it with the 86 because that would have been cool. There's, you know, Wangan Midnight, I like both shows, but Wangan Midnight probably has more of like the more realistic tone for like cars and all that compared to Initial D. But I wanted to like make the double Z, but motivation, money. I'm trying to save money, and there's no space. Same reason as all the others, no space at all. And I mean, that's really the projects I had planned, but you know, never really came to be. I did have a friend who wanted to do something similar. He wanted to make Nakazatos. I think I said his name wrong, but his the Night Kids RX not RX, the R32 GTR. I had everything planned out for him. I did all the cutouts, the template. I even did the frame for him. All he really needed was the hoverboard and the paint, and the rest was his. And well, I kind of did it. I did it during the same summer. I made the RX-7 over there, and I never really saw it again. I don't even know if he built it or not, but yeah, I had the template for the RX-7. I spent like an hour or two doing it, and then the frame was easy. I had lumber wood from like my parents' project, so I did that. Made the frame for him, and I never really saw the thing again. I don't even know if he finished it or not. Am I a little mad? No, I don't really care. He's a friend, so like, of course I want to care. And I'm still wondering where that project is right now. Because if he still has it, I'm willing to remake another one, and I just hand it to him. The light just went out there. But yeah. These cars are like really fun for me to work on. I love working with my hands. I'm like those kids. I'm the kid with an ADHD thing, so of course I'm gonna love working on it with my hands. I'm not sure if that's like that with anyone else, but you know, it's hard for me to focus in school. But when it's about something like hands-on or like Legos or anything like project-based, I will willingly do it without problem. But yeah, that's really it for the kind of like other projects I've had in mind. So my plan with this in the future is, you know, I made this when I was in 7th grade. I'm a sophomore now in high school. Well, I'm going on to being a junior now, so I'm almost done with that stuff. And well, I'm working on a real car now, so that's why I don't really upload posts that often about this car, is because, well, I'm working on a real one. Or like I shouldn't say it, because I think it's best for me to keep it a secret for now. But yeah, I haven't been doing much of this. You know, I'm working on a real car, and you know, my focus is mainly on that. The future, my dad, he's been complaining about space, so I might have to like put these somewhere safe, or even worse, I sell it to like a person. I'm not really sure if I'm ready to do that yet, because one, I can't really cosplay as anything to the con. Majority of the characters from a series I like are like female characters. Only one of them is like ReZero. Like, I like Subaru, but you know, I'm trying to save money. I'm still scared about spending money. There's times where I projects and I just dump like almost $150 on it. Yeah, I've been saving since I was like 7, but even then, I'm trying to avoid spending money. Yeah, I like every project I have, I gotta put some money into it. Yeah, I can't really. I mean, if I do sell it, um, I'll probably make a video about it before I send it off or something. But yeah, I like if I do that, I won't. If I go to a con, I can't really think of any character to cosplay as because one, I'm not cosplaying at a con dressed in women's clothes, and second, it's kind of like the whole like I feel like I'm missing out when I'm not cosplaying at a con. Cause the whole point of it is dressing up to the show, your appreciation to a series or a show, or whatever. So alright, I'll just go into a breakdown of the history of this car from 2021 to 2025. This video is probably gonna get outdated eventually. So I first made this project in 2021 during June. It's the exact same day. I'll try to post it on the same day too. And well, I was a stupid 7th grader. I had no clue what I was doing. I just thought one day, hey, why not just make a cosplay of the Takumi's AE86 from Initial D? And a light bulb just went on my head, and I'm like, hell yeah, let's do that. I showed my parents to get their permission. They said yeah. My friends, they said that was awesome. And I started construction on it as soon as I finished 8th grade, and then to that. Or actually, no, not yeah. I was getting ready to go into 8th grade. So I got started on it, like finished majority of it during summer. Yeah, I had a lot of time. And yeah, I spent most of my summer at home doing this. It took me 2 months because I had to get the parts for it. Cardboard, I was already available to that. It's just a wood frame I had to find at my uncle's house. Hoverboard took the longest part because I couldn't really get it started until I got a hoverboard. And when I did find one, which is this Rover brand one, it's the one with like the pedal, like the press pad, like it's literally press on it, it'll go forward and backward. Not like the auto gyro thing, whatever, where it immediately shuts down as soon as you go at a certain angle. Those ones don't get if you're gonna make one of these. They shut down, the car spins out. It's like newer cars now where it's like there's a speed restrictor on it. God. But yeah, I got started on it like on the hottest day of summer. I did it outside because my parents didn't want me cutting wood inside here. So yeah, I spent like, I'd say 3 hours trying to get the right dimensions. But I had to figure out what length I was gonna do it, what width, because watching the width was fine, it's just the length. Because I had to choose one that was like gonna be acceptable to take to a con or somewhere with like people in cars. So yeah, I got started on that. The first shell came out perfect. Oh, it wasn't really perfect. It was literally the color of cardboard. That's literally what it was. Brown, not nice looking. It was like really stupid. And then I got started on the painting. Was once I was done with this outside portion, I'm like, okay, let's just get started in the painting. And the painting stuff took me like the longest time. Like, it took me so hard to get this stripe evenly with each other. But I was just doing this by myself with no help. Only time my dad or my mom came in to help was just to paint a little bit before they went in. My mom, she's really good at like doing the writing stuff, so she did the Toby Shop logo. And yeah, could you not, this painting part took me around 4 days to do on my own. 4 days. I think other people would have done so much better than I would. So yeah, first time I used spray paint on the hood. I used black spray paint. Don't use spray paint. Just get regular paint and manually paint it over and over. the spray paint I used, it like, I think it was just because it was really old and I found it at my uncle's place, hidden away in the garage. And that stuff was smoking. Like it was like, I'm not sure that's normal, but I've used spray paint and I never seen like smoke come from or fume from the paint after it's been applied. But after that, I'm like, yeah, that was a really stupid idea, so I manually painted it myself. I didn't have a brush because I didn't go shopping at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, and yeah, I used a cardboard brush and I just like that. I just got a clump of that paint, started smearing it with cardboard. And it actually turned out pretty nice. The paint, it did get a little uneven at some areas, but I know it's really stupid, but I used like these old magic erasers as a paintbrush. It actually did a really good job. It's like a very fine sandpaper from what my mom said, but I mean, it worked pretty well for the car. And then these parts, like these decals right here, I wasn't even creative. I just got a piece of colored paper of that color, cut it out to that shape, and I just taped it on. It was not creative. And I like tried drawing it, and it looked like it was blushing. This is not a Miata. I don't want it to blush. And the grill, I just did toothpicks. Like I just found toothpicks, and I'm like, okay, I'll use that instead of 3D printing it. I could have used a 3D printer to 3D print this and make it so much nicer, but instead, I used toothpicks. Toothpicks as the grill. All these little stuff I added onto it, it's practically done. I don't even know why I said it's a project car, but it's just done. There's nothing else to be added. It's as close as I could get to a Zenki GT Apex model. Like the one they used in Initial D. The Watanabe's, the Zenki style bumper and the rear end. I was like, there was times where like, I was looking at pictures of the 86 online for examples, and I would always get the Koiki, I think that's how you pronounce it, the Koiki spec model. And I'm so glad I did so much research for this. If I made this look like the Koiki 86, that would be so embarrassing. The one from the show is a Zenki. The Zenki 86. Shinji's two-door coupe 86 is a Koiki, which is one I actually prefer more. I really like the coupes more now than the hatchbacks. I should have made, instead of the RX-7, I should have made Shinji's 86 coupe. So yeah, thank you for listening to me talk about this stupid car. I plan on keeping it for a while until like I find the right thing to do to it. And then I could cosplay as like, I don't know, some character that's interesting to me, that's a male character. Worst case scenario, I do like a male version of that character or whatever, or of that character I like, which is like 90% of them are female characters, so I'll just like do something. I'll just do something that's like for the one male character I like. Well, I like two. There's like Mashal and Subaru from ReZero. But you know, I'm spending more money on a real car than cosplay because I'm made more for like car stuff than like cosplaying props and outfits and all that. Is it cool? I will say yes. Is it something I'll do? If I had more money in my wallet, yeah. So yeah. Thanks for listening to me talk about this trash shitbox of a car.